Okay, so I'm going to use a smaller file to show you the process of importing. So I'm going to choose James's favorite, Gravity Industries. Okay. So I know this is going to give me a problem, and I'm going to show you why in a second. So when I click Submit, please upload only valid, and a lot of people get this error. The main reason for this error is usually the file name, so it hasn't even been able to process the data inside, so it's definitely not data inside. I know it's his file name. It doesn't like this parenthesis in there, so let's change that. And I can actually change it through the browse screen. Here's rename the file right here. Okay. And submit. So if you ever see that error, it's not in the correct format, meaning it's not an XLS, and it is. It's because of the file name. It's those parentheses are throwing that error. So at this point, it's pending. This screen will automatically refresh, so you don't have to hit the refresh button. You can, but it takes a little bit of time. Like this one I ran yesterday. Took 2 minutes for it to start processing and actually complete. So here we go. So this particular file had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines. And if you notice, the message was total of 4. Success count was 4. What happened with the 5th line? We did get an error. So these are pretty descriptive. So reading through this, missing required data and or wrong data type. Those are usually the two most common errors. Missing data. So I'm looking here. Looks all good. All right, so we get down to AA and AB. Weight per entered and weight entered. I know that weight per is a required field. Didn't find it. So instead of failing the entire import, the error just happened on this one line. So it actually ran through, and notice the status says updated. If it was a brand new product, it would say inserted. So that's how you know. But this one failed. So I can go back and change this file. Okay, so here's the data. I would just go in here, fill out this information, and then re-import it, and the file will import. So that's really the steps in creating a product list using copy and paste and some Excel, quick shortcuts, and giving you a little troubleshooting on what could happen. Either the file name is bad or missing data, and it'll show you what that error is with the status report. Okay, the next thing I want to show is just go over importing an adjustment, inventory adjustment. Show you how I work with that. Very similar to the products, and a couple of reasons why you would import adjustments. So we'll see you on that screen. The last import I want to discuss is the inventory adjustment. This will be used mainly for when you do a physical inventory. So I'm going to show you how to create a worksheet, basically using the template as a worksheet, which can be printed out and can be sent to the warehouse for counting. And then when you get it back in, you just import and it automatically updates your inventory. There's no discrepancy reports. There's no 3, 4, 5 steps that we used to do in the old system. This is a very simple way to do physical inventory. So first, let's download our template. Once again, I always download a new one. It's clean. I know the format is correct. Solves lots of issues with errors. And just looking at this vendor name, warehouse name, product bin, to get this information, to create this worksheet, for instance, for physical inventory, I'm going to download another report. In this case, it's going to be an inventory report. I'll choose the same manufacturer I did last time. Okay. And there you have it. So here's my manufacturer. My warehouse name. In this case, we have multiple warehouse names, so another reason why it's important to have this worksheet, the product inventory sheet, to use to get this information correct. Rep product number, which is going to be your product name, basically. Adjustment reason is anything you want, plain text. So use the autofill so I don't have to go all the way down. And if you remember, I can skip all the way to the bottom to see that so far everything looks good. Your product bin, so again, that's going to be important. In this case, it's all the same. But it may be different on your site. And then your on-hand quantity. So this is going to be your physical inventory count. So once I'm finished with this report, I can print this out and give this back to the warehouse, and you can start entering all this information, or just use it in Excel. If they have a computer in the back, they can just update all this information, and then once they're done, they can go back, or you can go back to the import inventory adjustment screen, choose your vendor, choose your warehouse, and submit. Just like the product import screen, it'll go through the process, and if there's any errors, it'll let you know right at this point using the result report. So again, these are the main import templates that we offer for the user to use. There's two more that I mentioned. I'm just going to briefly go through them. Import vendor inventory receipt. Again, this is coming directly from your manufacturer if they're going to provide this information. So we have a specific format that this needs to follow. If this is something, again, that you think you would like to use, we can get in touch with the manufacturer and see if they have the capability of providing this type of report or file. And the same case for order. Again, this is going to be an EDI order, import vendor order file. And again, we can work with the manufacturer to get it into the right format. And what this will do is it will allow you to import orders directly from them. So it'll save you a couple of steps in the order create screen. That'll make your life a little easier, probably, to get orders into the system. So if that capability is offered to you from your manufacturer, we can make it work in the TOW system. So So thank you for watching, and that was importing into the system. And as always, if you have other questions, you can certainly call us, call the support team, or use our email, askttstoday@tradetechsolutions.com, and we can answer a question in a video format. So thanks for listening, and we'll see you in the next one.